Hello Linux gamers, welcome back to another live stream video. Tonight it is a bit different. I've been playing sim racing on Linux operating system since more than a year, and in 2023 I had done a video about how to install Assetto Corsa on Linux operating system. So if you go to YouTube and search for Assetto Corsa on Linux 2023. So I've done this video where I did the installation process on WinMax 2. It's been more than a year now that I have been using the exact same setup, which you can see on the screen right now. It is the same setup which I've been using for my sim racing on servers like Real Rookie Racing and other servers. And since then, it has been running perfectly fine. But since the recent update on content custom shaders patch and content manager, there has been some problem where I am not able to connect to some online servers. So tonight I am going to uninstall my Assetto Corsa setup and start the installation from scratch. And from there, we will go on to install Content Manager, Soul, and all the other apps required. So here you can see that I have the setup installed already. I am sure that this video is going to be a long video because um, uh, installation of the content manager takes around 40 minutes, and then I think Assetto Corsa game takes around 40 minutes, and then content manager takes around 40 minutes. So here I have the Assetto Corsa game and content manager installed, but I face some problem connecting to online servers. I'm not sure it is something to do with the server connection or my setup, but yeah, definitely there is. I want to uninstall and install it because some of my apps in the race, like tachometer and some of the other apps plugins on content manager, are not working. So due to that, I will install the whole stack, which is which includes Assetto Corsa, Content Manager, CSP, Soul, Real Penalty. So let's just go to this. I have this, but let me just copy and keep it somewhere safe. So this was the command I was using. This is for the shifter, gear shifter, and then this was Cammus C12, but I will just save it for now. Let's just go and uninstall the game. Okay, before that I will make sure that I am going to the install location and keep it here. So I am sure that the prefix is also uninstalled. So what I'm going to do here is uninstall the game. Please be patient with tonight's video as it is definitely going to be a long one. So here if I go back and see Assetto Corsa, so just now it got uninstalled, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it completely. So here I have it on my root setup. I'm going to delete it. Then I'm going to go to the compact file for Steam. I think Steam app, compact file, and 244. I think that was okay. So it has uninstalled the prefix as well. So now I am 100% sure that I do not have this installed. So now what I have to do is start the installation. Before that, I have to inform you that I will follow some kind of tutorial or steps from somewhere written down. So this guy has a good data here where he have updated a script. He have created a script. I don't know. I just found it from Google link. So this guy have created a link Git repo with a script which does most of the work. But in this video I'm not going to follow the script, like I'm not going to run the script, but I will do all the steps manually one by one. All right, so here what he's trying to say that he's going to use Proton G, exactly what I have used in the previous setup. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch Proton up Qt. You can install it using FlatHub or PAMAC. All right, then what he's trying to say in his script is that he is using the latest version of Proton GE, that is 9.27. So let's see, I have 9.9 so far, so I'm going to add 9.27 and install. So this is going to install a latest version of GE Proton. The reason we need GE Proton is that they have some patches which are needed for the installer to run .NET or for Assetto Corsa. So now I have this installed. Another thing I have been using, or that is my way of doing thing, is that I because most of the tutorial says that you just run and wait and you don't know what is going on in the background. So what I normally do is I shut down Steam, all right, and then I open it with debug or from Steam command. So what I do is steam space dash d, so we get some logs of what is going on in the background. So I will keep it here. Now the Steam will launch as usual. So if I keep it open here alongside this, so I can just go to Assetto Corsa now. Okay, I don't know why it is update paused. So what I'm going to do is, let's see what cancel. How come I have the game when I uninstall it? So let's see. Okay, let's uninstall it one more time. Okay. Now that we don't have it installed, I will go to config and let's see. Okay, I don't have anything here. So it is clear that we don't have the game. Here what I'm going to do is, instead of using Proton, I can just use GE Proton 9.27. What it will do is it will download the game first and then try to run it with the patches. Okay, that's good that I have it running on my other computer, so it is just going to fetch it from there. But I don't know if this is going to take some time. So just sit back and relax while it goes on. So the game has been downloaded. Now let's see in my collection. I have the game. Now here it is still set to Proton GE 9.27. So I will try to launch the game and see if it actually launches or it just crashes like most of the tutorial. So in this case, what I am understanding is that it will not crash. Instead, it will try to install all the dependencies needed for this game to launch, which are part of the patch in GE Proton. So you can see that they are trying to patch everything. So we will follow all the logs here. You can see that it is installing .NET 4.52. Installing mono internal. It looks like the game has crashed as per the this button, but it is definitely running in the background. Okay, it crashed for the first time. Let's try to launch it again. Here it is trying to install all the dependency, Microsoft.NET Framework, DirectX 1143. Okay, it crashed again. Alright, so what I'm going to do is delete the prefix and let it start from scratch again. So we will keep the game. I will just go to compact data 244201 is this. So I will delete everything in this prefix. Okay, then I will try to launch it again. This is why I prefer keeping the launching the Steam from command line, so I can see what is happening in the background instead of just waiting without any update. So here we can see there is something going on in the background where there is no log, but still we have to wait and see how it goes. This usually takes around 30 to 40 minutes depending on the internet connection, as I've done this before also, and it just gets stuck here and takes a long time to get past it. So let's keep waiting. So we are waiting for the installation to be completed, and there is no log in the background. So all we can do is wait, because this is what happens when we try to install the game using GE Proton, because that's the easiest way to install, instead of going to install all the dependencies manually. So let's wait for it to be completed, and it may take around 20 to 30 minutes from now. So it is still loading. I don't know what is happening. So let's see. I don't know if I should interrupt or just keep waiting for this, but I will wait patiently, and I will edit this portion after the live video. But yeah, we have to wait. So once the installation is completed, the game should launch by then, because all the dependency and their patches are already part of GE Proton. The only thing we have to do next is install Content Manager and the CSP and Sol. So let's keep waiting for the installation process to be completed. Till then, let's relax. I'm still here and watching what is happening. It's been long time. I don't know if we should close it and start all over again or just wait, because normally it just gets fixed once the process has been completed. We can look at the process, what is happening in the background. It have been, I'm not sure how long it have been since we reached the installer. So I'll just go back and look at the live video and see how long it have been, to understand if it is just stuck somewhere or is it going to do something about it. So here we are. Okay, that is 29 minutes. It's more than 40 minutes where it is stuck. So we started at around 54 minutes. So I think it is stuck somewhere. I don't know. I will just restart the installer again. Okay, so what I will do is exit the Steam, and also let's try starting Steam again. Assetto Corsa G Proton 9.27. Okay, let's launch. So here it is the first time it is saying that it's updating 9.9 to 9.7. So maybe I should delete the prefix again and try, or I think let's just wait this time. Now it is installing DirectX X12 D3 D12. So at least we get some log out of the background task. Now it should get it done soon, but yes, this is the process which we have to go through for Assetto Corsa on Linux operating system. I can try another way where this guy have developed a script which just does exactly the same thing which I am doing manually. So it just looks for the distro and try to launch the game and then delete the prefix and install FlatHub and install Proton up Qt. Then it installs the Proton GE 9.9.27. So your Flatpak installation is tested. It also installed Content Manager by replacing the exe file, which is nice. I've had this setup since long time. It's almost 1 year where I have been playing Assetto Corsa on my current setup. It's just that the recent content manager update and custom shader patch update have broken something where only server connection was having checksum problems. It is a bug in the CSP as well as over translation layer, but yeah, it affects a lot of Linux gamers using sim racers, Assetto Corsa players using Linux. We don't have many of them, but yeah, slowly we can gather more users as it works fine. Then once we have enough users, then we can do request uh, like the server maintainers to just follow some of the guidelines where it works perfectly fine on Linux as well. uh, is uh, I'm using my Linux operating system, so it is going to be on Proton over Proton because there is no native installation of Assetto Corsa. And Assetto Corsa Competizione and Evo just works fine on over Proton. So I don't think there is a need for a native game as long as it works fine on Proton. The problem with Assetto Corsa is the content manager is not developed by the official Corsa team. So the content manager and custom shaders patch are developed by individual teams. So there is the real problem where sometimes it does not work correctly over Proton. So tonight I'm hoping that with the new installation I should be able to connect to online servers which I have been racing since last year where everything was fine, but with the recent CSP update there have been some problem. Again we have come to a situation where we are not getting any update in the command line interface. So all we can do is wait for it to finish. So it is going to be bit boring just to look at the screen and nothing is happening, but in the background it does the work. uh, Maybe proton GE proton team can add more verbose outputs, but I think as long as it is working we can just have some patience and wait for it to be completed, because it happens the same way in my previous video where I have done the same installation. So if I go to that video, I think, yeah, this one. So this was my video. So if we look at this video, I will mute it for now. So here I start. So here I start the installation process. So I'm using Proton 5.0. Then I try to install it once, like download the file. Once it gets downloaded, then we are stuck. Then after the downloading is completed, I install Proton up Qt. So users can just install the Proton up Qt using the old video, and then I just launch the game. Last time I have done it over a Proton GE Proton 8.15. Yeah, so this is the new Steam. Then just go to the Steam settings, change the prefix to GE, and then just start the launcher. Now once that is started, then it just takes around how much? Yeah, we can see the timer, no? So let's say we start, yeah, here. So here it was 10:30 a.m. and then let's see. So it completed after 1 hour, so that is to be expected. But I don't know why I'm not getting the logs from here. In my previous attempt, it would just keep outputting data of logs of what it is doing in the background. I don't know if they changed something with the output logs. What do you guys suggest? Should we wait or should I go back and change the prefix to 5.0 and then do the same process again, just like how I did in the previous video? Let's look at other methods which are available. First time install mods. This is something similar to what I have followed. So this one is from 2 months ago. So install, okay, and remove the prefix file, open this and try G. Okay, then once that is done, then it should launch. So that is the only step which we have to follow. But I think sometimes what happens is the .NET framework links are very slow depending on your region. So that is the thing which delays a lot of installation process. Other than that, it should just install faster. Looking at the script, check for GE, ask whether to install Proton GE, function install Proton GE. So this is trying to install, check for content manager, install fonts. Okay, then symlink the Steam account, check CSP. Install font required by CSP. Yes, this is another thing. Then there are some other fonts which no HASI requires, and other online servers require different types of fonts. So you can always install fonts later. Why is DXVK installed? Okay, inside. Again, we are in a situation where nothing is happening and there is no output on the logs. So what do you guys suggest? Should we wait further or should I close and try again with different Let me know in the comment section below. While I'm exploring the huge bash script developed by one of the contributor who have done so many checks, put so many checks in place to install Assetto Corsa, Content Manager, CSP using a single script. For this, I will have to add a function like update the function get OS, and validation of the OS has to be changed because he did not add Manjaro in it. So by that, he's just running the script check OS. So if I try to run this, let's see what I get. It should be Manjaro Linux blank. So what is it? Oh, it's Manjaro Linux. Manjaro. What is it trying to find? Ah, okay, I get it. All right. Uh, I'm sleepy. It's almost midnight here. So here we can look at what happened to cat asset. All right. So in the end, it should be Manjaro because it's the ID Manjaro. So let's look at the function for check install proton g install. Where is install Assetto Corsa? So there should be something where it removes prefix, finds as Assetto Corsa, remove check prefix, remove prefix. So where is install Assetto Corsa? So let's see what is the final list of functions. So it is checking, installing flat hub dependency in Steam, check Steam install. What is check Steam install and check as oh, running functions find etc. Corsa. This is for CM and CSP. So let's see what is this doing. So it is just checking if is installed native or flatpak, and check Assetto Corsa. Ask Assetto Corsa is running. Stop Assetto Corsa. Or but if Assetto Corsa is already running, not sure what is this guy doing. This is a script on this guide. Works fine. I see. This guide is mostly for Assetto Corsa and CSP. Install content manager. There is no install Assetto Corsa. So the other one is, let's see what others have to say. Yeah, this one also have, this also mentions 9.20, right? Yeah, 9.20. So there are people still getting errors for Assetto Corsa. Hmm. So what is this video about? So it was 1 year ago, which is good reference point. So what is it trying to do is trying to install Proton GE 9.2. Okay. So based on Proton GE 9. What just came installed already? 9.2 launches the game. That is very fast. So here I don't know what is happening. Should I wait further or should I just close and try? Let's see, Proton 9.9. I have 9.27. I just installed today. I have 9.9. This reference is from 9.2. Okay, compatible 9.2. Let's try 9.2. Okay, so we are far ahead from 9.2. Last time I used 8.15 and it was fine. So 9.9, 9.8, 9.2. Basically, all the Proton G already have Assetto Corsa patches. It's just the installation process which fetches. Sometimes what happens is the patch which have the URL of .NET framework and other dependencies are dead. So due to that, um, uh, it just gets stuck maybe. So let's try to find out where is it getting stuck. So on their website, Proton GE custom. Yeah, they have media fix, media foundation fixes. That's a huge list of games. Let me look at the timer. How long has it been since I restarted the installer? I'm checking my own live video to understand that. I think it's more than 30-40 minutes already. It's more than 1.5 hour we are live, and still we did not get the basic in Assetto Corsa game running. Which is such a shame because I don't know why. Maybe because of some proprietary reasons, the Proton official team cannot accept those patches. Any update on the prefix since some time? Okay. So I think I have to delete the prefix and start again. So let me try. What was it? Yeah. Okay, let me try to do some other way, which I have always done since the beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this to 5.0 as usual. Okay, then I'm going to go and delete the prefix. Okay, so I'm just going to delete the prefix. Okay, delete everything if okay, then let's launch the game, and the first attempt it will fail, so it will just crash. It will just crash using the 5.0 prefix. Then I will switch to the new prefix and also delete the old prefix of 5.0. This is the original method I have used, but I thought maybe in the new Proton G it should have been fixed. So now we have to wait for it to crash. So all we are doing since 2 hours is just wait. So now it has crashed successfully. Then I will go again, delete everything and switch to 9.27. I've been using 8.6, but let's try 9.27, which is the latest. Now we have, again, we are running the same process. So upgrading prefix from none to 9.27. Let's hope it gives us all the logs and we end up getting a working game. So it have crashed. So I think I don't know. I will just close and start again with recommended. With the recommended Proton G, which is 9.2. Let's try that. Okay, I will remove everything from here just to make sure this is not the problem. So 9.2 as the last reference. So upgraded. I don't know why it is upgrading, but yeah. Okay. Proton fixes were found, thankfully. Installing the dependencies. This is something better. Permission denied. Is trying to run something new. At least we are getting some logs. Okay, it crashed again. So I don't know what is going on. Where is it crashing? Let's try to launch it again. Let's starting the whole process again. It's trying to install something and it crashed. Win 9.0 staging. So it looks like we are not able to do this with the new Proton. All right, no problem at all. So what we do is we just delete it all over again. Okay, then switch to the one which we were confirmed to be working. So if I want to follow that, then I will just go to my own video. Then here, what I am doing here is Proton 5.0 install. It's installing. Okay, then it crashed here. Once it crashed, I installed which version? 8.15. Okay, I closed the whole Steam, started the Steam. Okay, then I went to collection. I changed to GE and then started the launch. Then it was just doing its work until it was successfully installed. So let's try that way. Mm, okay, so let's do that way. All right, what I'm going to do again is just go back to 5.0, and what I need is 8.15, which I have used before successfully. So I'm going to stick to that. Okay, till then I will install 8.3. So Proton Qt add version 8.15 is what I had used before. So I'm going to stick to that. What is wrong with this mouse? Install. Let's see. Sorry about that. I'm still recovering from viral flu, so I still have some throat infection. So here I have installed 8.15 GE. So I'm going to stick to that. So I have 8.15, and let's see what is happening. Upgrading this. Okay. So it have crashed. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hopefully follow the exact same process which I had done before and try to get it working again. But I do remember now that there were so many requests coming in from users that they are not able to install it using the latest Proton G. So maybe that is true. So for that we have to debug it and inform the developers. Right now it's past midnight and I'm not in a mood to debug. Instead, I just want to get it up and running and head to bed. So let's see here, 8.15. I've selected it. It's saying 9.2, which I don't want. And launch. Now let's see. Let's hope. So there is something happening in the background which we can clearly see. So I hope that this is just how the Proton versions work, so that we can just get it working now. Now there is no response and we wait. Okay, there is progress. So now again it is stuck and we are in waiting period one more time. Okay, we have some progress. Proton 5.0. Yeah. So this is where it's trying to download the .NET files and extract it. So this video becomes redo, like following the same process of my previous attempt and then getting it installed again. There is progress, there is movement, so it's a good sign. Okay, there is progress again, there is movement. It's a good, it makes us believe that there is some hope using Proton 8.15. Okay, so now it is having some error which is known to me, but that also should mean that it has installed the whole process. But yeah, it will continue because that the error was for 32-bit thing. But we have hope that it is installing. Another error which is also known. So last time it was the same error where it ended, and hopefully we should have it working. So now I'm launching the game again. So you can see my original method worked perfectly fine, and there was no issue whatsoever in installing Assetto Corsa vanilla edition. And we wasted 2 hours trying to use the latest version of Proton GE. Now I think we can just switch to any Proton and it will just work fine. I've been using Proton 9.0 for all my races because it works perfectly fine for my wheel. Like I use shared memory for devices like dashboard and RPM LED and rumble motors. So now I can switch to 9.0 and it should work just fine. So let's try to launch it one more time. Okay, there is this error which is known again. It is 32-bit error. I think we can fix it by just installing the 32-bit library for Wine. So the game is launching fine even with 9.0. Okay, so now the next step is to install Content Manager, which is very straightforward. There's nothing major in that. You just go to uh, AC stuff. What is that? AC stuff dot club and Content Manager, and install the latest version because I've installed the latest version always. So now what I'm going to do is go to the installation location. So installation location is here. Here we have exe file of Assetto Corsa, which is launched when the game is launched. Okay, like which is executed when the game is launched. So here I will call it original. Okay, and I will open a split screen, download latest. Okay, this is I have it, but let's just extract this one now. So I will extract this file, okay, and I will just copy this and paste it here while calling this Assetto Corsa. Okay, so now I have this. Now let's launch. It will crash, I know that, because we don't have the fonts yet. So the other thing we need is the font. For font, I usually just run this command, which is very well documented in his script. Okay, another thing is this. So this is a big catch here, that the app has launched, but it cannot find the game. Okay, so we need to share the path. Now it is in this. So what we have to do is we have to go home. Okay, now from here I will just paste it and change directories missing. Okay, and just change the okay, another thing I have to do is uh, link my account. So I think I can just do, can we do it? Yeah, okay. Use the code. There you go. So we just have to do it from here. I can put my name here. Install. I am going to install everything. I need everything to work. Encoder is not available. Okay, so this is done. I think let's try. So we have it. We have the CS content manager here. Let's see. We have custom shader patch install. Let's see if it does the thing on its own. Normally it should do. The issue with this black screen is the background, so we can just disable the in settings, appearance, go down, disable Windows transparency, hardware accelerator for UI, and restart. So now we have that fixed. Now we have this fixed. Let's go and check CSP. We can just do CSP installation by the same way. We can try going here, go back, CSP, download the latest version. Okay, Soul. Next I have to install Soul Assetto Corsa. Then I have to install Real Penalty Assetto Corsa. So we can just go here. For Soul we can just go here. Okay. Okay. So let's see, we have the latest. So here we have the latest patch, which is also called as okay. We just have to copy drop it there. So let's try drag and drop. Got it. Install. We have the CSP as well. Now let's try to launch some game. Before that, I will just go look at my controls. So I'm sure there is no control wheel. So I will assign my wheel. It is assigned. I will assign throttle. I have throttle. Normally I set it to 2 and 99. Okay. Then I have brake and I have clutch. Then I can just go to gear. Okay. So here I can save it. So I will save, I will just call it C5. I think it's saved. That's good. Then in FFB I will reduce it to 50. I will reduce curb as well as, because it's very high, as if you are using uh, if you are using a direct drive wheel, these the default settings are quite high. Okay, that is done. So let's try to race on, let's say, Barcelona, Spain, Barcelona. Okay, and let's see what car I can take. Okay, let's just go and try on this one. I don't want to race, but okay. So we have it, guys. We can install Assetto Corsa easily if my old guide is followed. So I'm just going to grab it. I'm just going to jump in my rig and try it. Okay, so I don't want to race. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this and I'm going to practice instead. So here I am practicing. So we have Assetto Corsa working in less than 1 hour if we just follow the right guide. So my original guide from 2023 is accurate. We just have to follow that and get it working. Now what I want to do is I want to test some other things like tachometer. So I want to try the new tachometer. So I will download those stuff. So here I will download Sol. Okay, then I will download why. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just do the same thing for all the other apps. Sol, I think Sol. Okay, then real. Then let's go to tachometer. Assetto. What happened? Tachometer. Assetto Corsa. Let's see which one is good looking. Yep, this is good, so let's just download it. Detachometer, detachometer, yeah. So the first two are completed. Then let's go here, drag and drop. Okay, now we need something called Python app, so we have to enable it. Now we can restart Sol. So now that I have it ready, launch. I have tachometer, so here we can see I have tachometer, detachometer, Sol planner, real. Okay, all good. Go back. Okay, all right. So now I can try the new tachometer. Okay, so let's see. I don't want this. The tachometer is still broken on the new installation. That means something not right either with the tachometer or they need to update it somewhere. I will try the same tachometer on Linux Windows and see if that fixes the issue. Then I have to install traces traces Assetto Corsa. Traces. Then I need tire, 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 pro tire, or just tire. I need traces. I need pro tire or the other tire app. So let's start with traces. Okay, traces. Then I need what I need is okay. Let's go to the server. My and the server which I have been racing on. So this is the server now. Let's go to the live server and install the stuff needed. So here what I need is this and the cars. So okay, then I need the cars, so livery. Okay, then okay, now I need the cars. Where are the cars? Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I will download this. Why is it in Arabic? I don't know. Okay, then I need the cars. I think cars are part of the DLC, so it should be fine. Then I will do the track. In Assetto Corsa, there's a lot of things that we have to do to get things running. While on Assetto Corsa Competizioni, you just have almost everything. I don't remember the tire app I was using, so I'll just try whichever is available. So now what we are waiting for, so it is downloading the files, then we can extract it and put copy and paste the content. Then we can start. Okay, let's try and see what is available. So we just install that, so we just need to restart. The cars are there, then we just need the this thing. Okay, so here we have both the things. Okay, livery 25. Okay, so we extract it here. Okay, so it got extracted, so we just put copy and content, paste, fly right into, fly right into. So I have installed the track. The cars are part of the DLC and the livery right now. So let's launch the game again and see if it is working with this server, because this server was not working since the last update. I hope it works this time. If it does not work, then we have some serious problem with content manager and CSP new version for Linux racers. I use Hurricane all the time, so hopefully, fingers crossed, let's hope it does not crash. Wow, so it was indeed the problem with the content manager. So this is my driving. This is me driving on an online server. So the purpose of video was successful. That I can install Assetto Corsa game in 1 hour and also install content manager and CSP. I don't know this track. This is what Elgrave. Okay. I wanted to do something, right? So let me just do that. So now we know that it's working. Now what I have to do is app, Assetto Corsa app, traces. I need to add some more, like the tire, right? Ah, I see that more and more viewers are joining in, but nobody is talking in the chat. So do drop a comment on the live chat sharing your experience with sim racing on Linux. Then I can talk about it more, as I have been on a journey to do sim racing on online races and try to be as professional as I can using Linux operating system. For that, we have a lot of vendors working with us, or at least our contributors working for the vendor without getting paid, though, just trying to get the device support on Linux. And also, Steam is pushing a lot for Proton for most of the games. So, yes, now we have a lot of things working on Linux operating system. Just We have many things working on Linux operating system. So for those who are new to my channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe to my channel to know more about sim racing on Linux operating system, as I plan to do a lot of videos like the dashboard video, which will have dashboard support similar to SimHub, then telemetry support for wheels as well as RPM LED. Um, I don't remember the one which I was using, but anyways, whatever is available we can use for now. Traces, yes. Okay, so I have traces at least. I can put it here. Then I don't need this one, and I have to remove. Yep, this is what I want here, at least to get some reading of the speed. Then what I need. Yes, tires. This is what I have been using, so I'll continue to use that. All right, so that is there. Now let's do few quick laps, and then I will talk about my experience so far. So I've been using Cammus device, which started with Cammus C5, and then I was able to get the Linux contributors, Jacketus, the senior developer of the IDFF driver support, to add the device with some patches. So thanks to him and the other developer who just upstreamed the driver, so we have a lot of PIDFF device that will be supported on Linux kernel 6.12, 14, 13 and 14. As per the senior developer, the patches are queued already, so hopefully in the next update we should have it working out of the box without the need of having any out of tree kernel installed, kernel driver installed. So other than that, I need a timer here. So I need the lap time details, which I missed. So yeah, so that is there, and okay. So based on that, we will have the device support, and then we have a developer called Space Freak. He have been working on monocoque for almost 2 years now. So we have something robust, where we can have telemetry support, which I already have in most of my videos, where you can see that I have my DIY rumbles working, which is mounted on my pedals, and then I have a bass shaker under my next level FGT Lite rig, which is also working through monocoque. Then I have Cammus C5 and C12 wheel, both have RPM LED support over monocoque. Now monocoque is a tool or an app which gets data from a shared memory tool and then pushes it out to the devices. Now how it does it is you have to contact the developer, but it does work very smoothly in all my races, and I have been using it since almost 6-7 months, and the developer is very helpful and he is being very friendly. I think he is alone, but he is a genius. So we will need more of testers and contributors to take sim racing on Linux further. I have a website called Sim Racing on Linux with links to all these tools. A developer who upstreamed the PIDFF kernel patch is also the one who developed Boxflat and Moza support. So he is the sole person who have been working on Moza support, and Moza devices were added to Linux kernel, as well as Boxflat app, which have good function parity over PitHouse. So that is for the Moza thing. Then there is support for SimMagic devices as well. Back to monocoque. So in monocoque we have SimBridge, which gets the data from the native, like the Proton prefix area, and brings it to Linux user space, and from there monocoque reads it and output it to the devices. Now using this shared memory, we have Assetto Corsa support, Assetto Corsa Competizione support, Automobilista 2 support, R Factor I think, and Project Cars 2 support, and also truck sims like Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator, that is also tested by me. So we are progressing. We are slow, yes, but we are on a positive track where we can see progress. We are trying to get as much as device support as possible while also getting game support. Next, he developed something called Sim Monitor, which is like a dashboard app which reads the data from the shared memory and output it over a frame buffer or a command line interface or a web portal, where it just have JavaScript based web page where it displays the dashboard. So that is something awesome. I've been using the dashboard, the flags, the flag LED, the RPM LED on the dashboard, and RPM LED on my Cammus C12 wheel. I'm using C5 today because my C12 have developed some issues, and Cammus have told me that they will send a replacement motherboard to fix that issue. So I'm waiting for that while I'm using Cammus C5. And tonight's live streaming is successful because I was able to install Assetto Corsa from scratch all over again, and also get back in racing scene on this online server where I have been racing with real rookie racers. I have to learn about this track because I've never driven on this track before. I'm quite happy with the state of the Linux state of gaming or sim racing on Linux. So for those who are still watching this video and are not subscribed, then please do subscribe to my channel, as your subscription helps me keep motivated to make such content. I have videos coming up queued in for documentation of monocoque, how to install it, how to use it, how to configure it for your devices. We have Arduino support, Arduino sketches for the same. Then I have to do a video about the sim monitor, which is cute. Then I have a recorded video for uh, our race room experience, and I just have to edit it and upload it. But I enjoyed driving on race room experience because it has a very good force feedback effect, the road feel and all. So I think I enjoy this race room experience game, but it has some caveat where they put ads and all in the loading screen, which is fine as long as it does not do pop-up ads and all. So let's just do few laps and call it a night, because it's almost 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock, not almost, it's 1 a.m. It was almost on the I think that's it for this video. Thank you for joining in. For those who are still watching this video and are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, as your subscription will keep me motivated to make such content for sim racing on Linux, and also keep contributing to the sim racing community on Linux operating system. We have a website, but we want to develop it further, but we can only do it as much as free time we all the contributor can get. While most of my weekends are in live streaming the races, or doing practice session for low fuel motorsports license. That's it for tonight. Thank you for joining in, and see you in the next one.